Right. So let's start off from like the broader part. So yeah, like I came on with Ian, I guess a year or two ago. And before that, I came on with you to talk about natural asset corporations, talking about this broader effort. One of the people leading this, of course, are people like Mark Carney, trying to recreate the global financial governance system, recreate the multilateral development bank system. And a big part of this is juicing up voluntary carbon markets and making them voluntary in name only, and really making them involuntary carbon markets. And there's a lot of reasons why they want to do this specifically. It's a big shift towards, I guess, supercharging commodities and tokenizing them for this coming financial system. And of course, carbon is one of the, a big commodity that they want to, introduce into that. And a big way they're doing that is through the financialization or securitizing of nature. And so there's that's a big part of the play here. So specifically this piece, this is a two-part series. So the first part, the article that's out now, is specifically about this thing called Green Plus. And green here is an acronym. I can't remember exactly what it is right now, but it's in the article. It's something like greenhouse like gas reduction and emissions for net gain or something like that. I don't know.
It's government reduction of emissions for environmental net plus gain.
I had like some of the words in there. Whatever.
Yeah,
Thanks, Mark.
They're getting crazy with these acronyms. Somebody's going to remember that.
Yeah, totally. So anyway, there's like several founding members, and this program has obviously had several iterations, but it's honestly a very secretive program. And the longer it's gone, the more time has gone on since it was first seemingly launched in 2022, the more obfuscating they've become about the details around it. And so the only program description that's really available of it anymore is on the, of the nuts and bolts of what this program is supposed to be, is on the Wayback Machine, the Internet Archive. But the program is still on, and if you look at the website for the program, now it's just a countdown to Miami Climate Week, which is at the end of this month now, this April now, pretty much. And it's a countdown to when they launch the rest of the satellites for this program. And so this is basically, a carbon credit system enacted by via contractual obligations that NGOs are sort of yoking the public sector to. It's a public-private partnership, essentially, which is how they're pushing a lot of this SDG and Sustainable Development Goal stuff through in general. And so by doing it at the subnational level, they don't have to interact with the national level. No like congressional approval, Senate approval. They're going straight to like city halls, essentially, and getting mayors and the heads of municipalities to sign on.
River's the best place to buy Bitcoin. Go to river.com/TFTC, sign up today, set up an account, and start stacking sats. Back to the video.
To this thing and basically give this program the rights to turn the protected areas, and the goal is, of course, every municipality in Latin America, give them the right to turn those protected areas into natural equity through the creation of carbon credits that are produced off of these protected areas, with the supposed benefit for the public sector of getting money from the sale of these carbon credits in return. But there's, as we discussed in the piece, there's a lot more going on there. And a lot of this is something that's been overlooked in the context of carbon markets, is that there's a big surveillance component to it, surveilling where the carbon is sequestered that underpins the carbon credit. Yes. And so a big part of this piece is about the satellite firm that was contracted to do this specifically, which is called Satellogic, very deeply enmeshed with U.S. intelligence and U.S. intelligence contractors like SpaceX and Palantir, which I've, done a lot of work on Palantir over the years. And basically the ambition of Palantir is to be a relaunch of the Total Information Awareness Program that we've talked about on the show before, TIA, they tried to launch after 9/11 and then was shut down because they said it would eliminate civilian privacy throughout the United States. And I mean, it has done that, but it's a private sector only thing. They took DARPA out of it by really in name only to be quite honest. And so anyway, this particular satellite company, which has ties to DARPA and DHS and the NSA and what have you, and has put Palantir in space, basically, is the company that's going to be surveilling all of these forests and really beyond that, the municipalities as well in Latin America, because one of the partners of this particular initiative called the Energy Coalition, the head of that, in the press release announcing this and their team up with the Satellogic satellite company, said that the goal is to measure carbon emissions from space and make that part of this voluntary, that's not really voluntary carbon market. You're emitting too much carbon, you're using a wood stove, you have too much, you have too much livestock, I don't know, or you're emitting too much heat for reason X, Y, and Z in this urban area. We're going to surveil that from space and charge you accordingly, or you will have to purchase this many offsets or this many credits. It's part of this, deindustrialization agenda, and only those that these guys like can industrialize and use energy, and those that they don't like or are doing things they don't like, it's a way to, force behavior by, making energy money essentially.